Good morning. Been about 5 days, I guess, since the video, and we have been hammering right along. Dad's even hooked up over there to the FlexiCoil. He's seeding peas. Unfortunately for me, this POS has let me down. Yesterday, it flashed. Sorry, the day before yesterday, the tank started acting up where it wouldn't seed properly. And fortunately for me, I was in behind these trees and just seeding oats, so it isn't the end of the world. I was able to get all my wheat in and all my canola, which are the crops we want, seeded precisely, especially the canola. We got a whole bunch of barley in before this happened, and we had just switched over to oats. I think it's a software issue with the tank. It's bizarre, but you know, for the last 10-15 years, the technology has gotten so advanced in the farm machinery that you can no longer fix it with a red toolbox full of wrenches. You need a computer and a tech trained in the theory, I guess, of how this is all supposed to work. So what happens, there's 3 meters, one for each tank, 1, 2, 3. I'm using the front one for oats, the back one for fertilizer. I'm not using the middle one at all. When I start seeding down the field, even with the switches shut off, tank number 2 starts to turn, and when it does that, it takes a lot of flow away from the other 2 meters because this is a variable rate tank. Hydraulics are used to turn the rollers, so you can speed them up, slow them down from the cab. And so that's very unhandy. It was nice I had the blockage monitors that are independent from the drill, so when that happened, I didn't actually even notice it on the drill, but like on the drill screen, but I noticed it on my seed rate monitors. They were supposed to be seeding 95, 100 pounds of oats, and it went right down to about 50 pounds of oats because the meter was turning so much slower. So thankfully we have some redundancy built in where we can check this stuff. The night before last, I unhooked all the power from this thing. I thought maybe I could reset it. And yesterday I did quite a bit of seeding, but towards the end of the day it was getting so bad that I just parked the drill. I unhooked it all again, read the book. Unfortunately though, yesterday's Sunday, today's holiday Monday, there won't be any techs available till tomorrow, and then I expect they're probably booked up, so it could be a day or 2 away before this thing gets looked at. Another unfortunate thing about farming up in northern Alberta, some of the dealerships, they don't take seeding season or haying season or harvest season all that serious, and people may be split on this, but I know when I worked on a drilling rig, they didn't care if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween or Easter, or they really didn't give a crap. If it was your birthday or your anniversary, when there was work to do, you worked. We only ask for about 3, maybe 4 weeks in the spring, about 3 weeks in the summer for the hay guys, and then another 3 to 4 weeks in the fall, where we would really appreciate somebody willing to give up their weekend. I realize it's May long weekend, but you know what? Probably time to grow up too. Like if you got to work that day, you got to work. I mean, I always worked them on the drilling rigs. Worked a lot of Christmas and stuff like that too. So, anyways, that's irrelevant. I'm not going to change that. The basically town type jobs, you know, they're built to 9 to 5, and that's that. Ag is not, and it's unfortunate because I'm probably going to lose 3 days of seeding with this drill, just waiting on a tech to enjoy the weekend and come out. And well, I mean, it might be a big issue, but it could be something as simple as an hour-long software update. I don't know. But I'm going to get back in here now. I'm going to get rolling on it and see if this thing will work today. If not, we're going to fire up Marvin the sprayer and go spraying. Well, unfortunately for Blue and the old Seedmaster drill, the tank has let us down. So I don't think we're going to be able to seed today. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow. Like I said, it is a holiday. They are seeding with the FlexiCoil though. So this is arguably the funnest field to seed. It's right in front of the house. Everybody gets involved on this one. My drill is still down. Dad's tractor, engine fault went out on it, so it looks like it's going to work. Plus he's been seeding with the FlexiCoil, him and Corey. They got quite a bit of peas in already. We had planned to seed our peas with this drill anyways because it's narrower spacing. And I don't think that Seedmaster is all that great for seeding peas. Well, good afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock, and I mean, the day went as good as it could, all things considered. Unfortunately, my Seedmaster drill is still broke down. Something wrong with that 1050 New Holland tank. It is a holiday up here in Canada, so unfortunately the tech wasn't able to get out here today. They were busy in different parts of the county here. So hopefully tomorrow. But it did give me time to get Marvin, our John Deere sprayer, out, and I got him all flushed out, filled up with glyphosate. I went out, I sprayed a half section that we're planning to direct seed to peas anyways. And while I was doing that, Dad and Corey actually got this FlexiCoil all rigged up and started seeding peas. So this field where we're at right now, I sprayed Bonanza on it last year. That's a fall applied herbicide, and then you work it into the dirt. So because we had some weeds that were becoming a little bit problematic, let's say that. And now we'll have better spraying options than if we would seed peas and canola together, because if you seed them together, you have basically no spraying options. But this is our FlexiCoil. I'll just turn around here and then show you the little bit different technology from, this is about a 1997 drill to my P1050 tank is about a 2012, and that Seedmaster is about a 2018, I believe. So first off, here is the monitor. Very straightforward, very easy to use. You got your front and rear tanks, then your granular tank, your air flows in there, area, how much you've done, and all sorts of other things. Master on and off switch, also master on off for the granular tank. The drill itself is 40 feet, 9-inch spacing, 3.5-inch paired row. And we, as I said before, when we bought it, we liked the granular attachment for broadcasting the canola on, and then we seed the peas in behind it. And I think that our peas are going to do better with a little bit narrower spacing than they did with the 12-inch spacing of the Seedmaster. It's actually sitting over there, all broke down and sad. Other cool thing with this, we had, this has also Legend blockage monitors on there. So once again, I really think it's important to get a good set of monitors and have them independent from your drill. So no matter what this thing is telling you, if it starts to fail or whatever, like it had done on my Seedmaster drill, well, the New Holland tank part of it anyways, this will tell you if it's actually working. So all these are green, which means everything's seeding. This is in seed rate mode, so that's why the odd one flashes yellow and then turns back to green. It just got a few less seeds. It's a similar drill to the Seedmaster. Most, I think, drills are like this, where they have a tower coming up, and then one hose feeds the tower, and then about 8 hoses take the seed away. So, as I said in my last video, how does it know exactly how many seeds to put where? And when you get monitors that are set to seed rate, you really get to see that it doesn't always know. Now that you never see it come up in the crop, like you never see it when you're driving around looking at fields where one row didn't get as much seed. It's nothing you can ever notice. So I guess that's just the miracle of seeding. And that being said, when you talk about that kind of variance in accuracy, I guess, is, you know, from a 2-inch hose going into a tower and being divided on this drill into 8 hoses, or on my Seedmaster into 10 hoses, and it is just seeds go kind of wherever. That's highly different than from what I understand guys do with their corn planters and their bean planters and things, where they actually measure out, it seems like they measure out width and space and plant population and all this stuff, whereas with these air seeders, it's just kind of blows it on wherever. And I guess maybe that's why we don't grow corn, I don't know. But Gus also, his the tractor Gus, his engine fault light went out. So the other day up here in the corner, check engine fault light come on. We phoned the dealer, they came out, plugged it in, said they needed that viscous fan or whatever. But he said, when it fails, it'll fail running, so don't worry about it. And you should be able to run it. So we did. And about 2.5 days after he left, my dad said the check engine light thing went out and it stayed out. So I guess once Gus realized he was never going to get that part, he decided to stop complaining and fix himself, I guess. So hopefully that stays out and we can stay rocking and rolling here. I got about another 50 acres left to do on this piece, I believe. And then I'm going to run over and we probably won't get there today, but after I get this 50 acres, we're going to run out west and see that half section that I just did a pre-burn on. Hopefully by tomorrow afternoon or something, we have some news on our Seedmaster drill, because I would like to use that to seed the last 2 quarters of cereals. We got 2 more quarters of barley to seed, and then that'll be a 2022 wrap. So, quick video here today. As always, to everyone that's watching, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and we will see you all on the next one.